Many years ago, our planet was covered in ice. This period, known as the Ice Age, was one of the toughest times in Earth's history. Iconic animals like the woolly mammoth and the saber-toothed smilodon lived during this time and ultimately died during this time. Luckily, when they did die, many left behind their remains, frozen in ice for tens of thousands of years, that is. But recently, paleontologists have discovered some remarkably preserved specimens lurking under the ice. And when I say remarkably preserved, I mean you can still see their fur, their organs, and even what they ate for their last meal. These discoveries are giving us an unprecedented window into a world that disappeared over 10,000 years ago. Like this steppe bison, uncovered by gold miners in 1979 near Fairbanks, Alaska. Walter and Ruth Roman were using hydraulic mining hoses to melt away the frozen muck searching for gold when they exposed something unexpected, a pair of bison feet sticking awkwardly out of the mud. Instead of tossing it aside, they contacted the University of Alaska. Paleontologist Dale Guthrie arrived to examine the find and immediately recognized its significance. They had just found a 36,000-year-old bison. It came out a metallic blue color, so they fittingly named it Blue Babe after the legend of Paul Bunyan's magical blue ox. Blue Babe had been killed by an Ice Age American lion, Panthera leoatrox. Claw marks on the rear, tooth punctures in the skin, and even a piece of the lion's tooth embedded in the neck confirmed this. The lions had started feeding on the carcass, but the rapidly plummeting winter temperatures froze the bison solid before they could finish their meal. In 1984, after studying Blue Babe extensively, Dale Guthrie and his research team decided to do something insane. They cut off a portion of the neck meat and made a stew out of it. Yes, they ate a 36,000-year-old bison. Guthrie described the meat as having a beef-like aroma mixed with a faint smell of earth and a touch of mushroom. Blue Babe is currently on display at the University of Alaska Museum of the North and remains the only known display of a Pleistocene bison recovered from a permafrost anywhere in the world. In May 2007, a Nenets reindeer herder named Yuri Kudi was walking near a river in Siberia when he stumbled upon something extraordinary. Lying on the riverbank was a baby woolly mammoth. So perfectly preserved, it looked like it had just fallen asleep. Kudi recognized the significance of the find, but according to Nenet's beliefs, touching mammoth remains brings bad luck. So he travelled 150 miles to a small town to consult his friend, Kirill Sereteto, who contacted the local museum. When they returned to the site, the mammoth had disappeared. After some investigation, they discovered Kudi's cousin had taken the body and sold it to a store owner in exchange for 2 snowmobiles. Dogs had already chewed off the right ear and part of the tail, but the carcass was otherwise intact. With police help, they recovered the mammoth and transported it to a local museum. Museum officials named her Lyuba, after Kudi's wife. It means love in Russian. Lyuba was approximately 1 month old when she died, around 42,000 years ago. She measured about 4 feet long, weighed 110 pounds, and stood roughly the height of a large dog. Her preservation is nothing short of miraculous. She still had her trunk, eyes, skin, internal organs, and even some fur. Her skin and organs were in such perfect condition that scientists found her mother's milk still inside her stomach. Analysis of sediment found in her trunk and mouth suggests that she suffocated after becoming trapped in thick mud, likely while trying to cross a river with her herd. The oxygen-deprived environment of the mud acted like a natural preservative. Lyuba underwent extensive scientific examination. Researchers used CT scans to study her internal anatomy. The discovery of Lyuba revolutionized our understanding of the woolly mammoth biology. Scientists could finally examine soft tissue structures, organ systems, and developmental patterns that are impossible to study from bones alone. She's travelled to exhibitions around the world and remains one of the most complete mammoth mummies ever. Taking the #1 spot is a discovery that is remarkable on multiple levels. A wolf puppy that not only preserved itself, but also preserved a piece of another extinct animal inside its stomach. In 2011, mammoth ivory hunters in northeastern Siberia discovered a mummified wolf puppy near the village of Tamat. The pup, only about 2 months old, had been frozen for 14,400 years. Its sister was subsequently found in 2015. Both puppies were so well preserved that their fur, organs, and facial features remained intact. Scientists determined they likely died when their underground den collapsed, probably during a landslide. What makes this discovery absolutely extraordinary is how when scientists performed an autopsy on the puppy, they found something in its stomach. Chunks of greyish meat covered with strands of golden hair. The tissue was so intact, it looked like the wolf had just swallowed it moments before death. DNA analysis revealed the meat came from a woolly rhinoceros. This represents the first time scientists have ever sequenced the complete genome of an extinct animal from frozen tissue preserved inside another extinct animal. It's on another level of paleontology. An extinct predator preserving an extinct species inside its own frozen body. The implications are profound. The woolly rhino DNA from the puppy's stomach is dated to approximately 14,400 years ago, very close to when woolly rhinos went extinct around 14,000 years ago. This makes it one of the youngest woolly rhino specimens ever found, providing a genetic snapshot of the species right before it disappeared forever. These discoveries are more than just remarkable preservation. They're time capsules that allow us to study soft tissue, fur, organs, DNA, and even behavioral patterns of animals that disappeared a millennia ago. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I guess that's about it. See ya.